In this video, I'd like to explore and explain my relationship that I have with prayer. I find that now prayer is something that is almost taboo. And if you mention that you do pray to people, it's kind of got a religious connotation to it. And, what is this thing? Who are you talking to? What are you praying for? How do you pray if you even want to pray? And we find that we only resort to prayer in times of dire straits or when situations are bad and our faith is questioned, or we need to reach out something greater than who we are, purely because our circumstances are desperate and we have no other option, and or those other options are too grave to them even consider. For me, prayer is something that came to me in those circumstances where everything else had crumbled and fallen around apart from me. I was experiencing incredible pain and suffering in a relationship with a man that I loved. I was lost in terms of where I wanted to be with my career. My confidence was shattered. I had no belief in myself or knowing of where I wanted to go and how I was going to get there, although there was a fire and dream in my heart. And it was having a dream and having a vision of where it is I saw myself outside of that suffering that caused me to go within myself and to ask for something greater from that which was beyond me. Um, it is true that you do fall to your knees in times of desperation and you do scream out to God or source or universe or whatever it is you wish to call that divine intelligence for help. And it is in those moments of darkness that I truly feel that we are disconnected to our furthest point. We are pushed to those furthest points that we turn within to start to seek the power of that can truly help us. And that's what for me prayer is a relationship to that source that we go to. It's a relationship to that divine consciousness that is all encompassing, all knowing, omnipresent, and that is the consciousness to which we are an extension of, and we are that. And it's about restoring that relationship to understand that intrinsically within us, that's also who we are. And prayer for me is become more of a relationship and a communication and dialogue to that consciousness, and a knowing that there is a greater power and protection that governs my life. And when I'm in tune and in harmony with that, then my external reality, my relationships, my career, my dreams and ambitions are a natural progression of that flow. It is something that comes from within, from the spiritual, within my heart and within myself, and then manifests in the physical. And prayer is, for me, rectifying those parts within me that are not in harmony. It's about developing an inner power and an inner strength. It's about leveraging a power greater than my own physical flesh and body. It is about knowing that there is something greater than me that constantly has my back. And beyond that, it's about seeing restoration and miracles unfold through the power of word and through that intention. And when you experience the result of a prayer that is done in faith and trust, there is no greater glory and no greater joy or ecstasy or happiness and peace that is truly lasting that you can ever experience. And so it's my hope that this video inspires you to find that relationship to pray for yourself, to pray for the people that you care and love for, and to know that prayer is not a whimsical poem that you say to something outside there that may hear you, but it is ultimately the greatest power that you have within you to affect change, to bring about the results that you want in your life, but most of all, to experience the deepest, profoundest bliss, happiness, and peace that you could ever have, that is beyond anything material and that is everlasting.